Hello, hello. Hello to the Lord and Lady with here when I am here. Fantastic. I see 15 more people in the chats. Feel free to say hello. Tell us your team name in live chat as well. I come to you live from the Trivia Clubhouse. Good to be here. We'll be waiting until about 7:05 to jump into the full night of trivia, just so you're aware. I'm going to cue up some sound stuff. Hopefully everyone's had a good week. Happy Thanksgiving to the Canadians in the house. By house, I mean not the clubhouse, but also the clubhouse. The literal and the figurative place. Hello, hello. Hello to Down by the Bay. Early happy Thanksgiving to you. Early by about a month or so. Matt Smith says hi, Chrissy.
No.
Yeah.
Like you said it like a nice person.
And she wasn't even here to see it. Hello, Jan. Nice to see everybody joining in. Fighting Mongooses, good to see you as well. Matt says Russell doesn't get a hello unless there's no Schitt's Creek questions this week. Never any promises. Either way. Oh, the bow tie was blending completely. I am wearing a bow tie. It's almost lost in the shadows. Hello, hello to F. Billy Zane. Hello to Too Fast, Too Curious as well, and the Cunning Stunts. Good to see everybody. I'm going to keep on adjusting things ever so lightly. Hello, Michelle. Hello. Let's see, there's got to be a way to get a little bit more light over here. I'm going to adjust things momentarily, or I could just lean in. I step away for 1 second. That's your earliest cameo in a video yet. Ladies and gentlemen, the producer of tonight's Trivia Club and every Trivia Club from the Clubhouse, my partner, the love of my life, it's Chrissy. So we'll be getting started in another minute or so. Let's see here. Everything's queued up. Everything's good to go. All you need is a pen and a piece of paper. As always, to join in on trivia. Good to see everyone who's joined in, who has let us know their team name. Yes, let us know your team name in the live chat if you haven't already. It'd be great to see everyone who's joined in, as it's great to see everyone who is and is taking part already. I'll be giving you those questions and then the answers. You'll be marking your own papers or marking your peers' papers if there's multiple teams in the room. Otherwise, let us know what you got at the end of the night with your team name so we know who got it, especially if you're new. By now, I can connect a lot of YouTube names to their point totals and their team names, but especially if you're new, let us know who you are, what you got. Hello to Ron and Diana as well. Hello. Rondi. All right. With nothing much more to say, I'll turn up the volume, though. Turn up the volume for the audio clues and for the beginning of trivia in 5, 4,
Trivia Club.
Hello, hello. Welcome one and all to Trivia Club, live from the Trivia Clubhouse. This is our 27th edition of Trivia Club, live from the Trivia Clubhouse. It is true. I'm your host, Russel Harder, the man with a bow tie. The man with that trivia plan. Yes, there is a bow tie. It just is hidden nicely in the shadows. This one has bicycles on it. You'll be able to see this bow tie on the Bow Tie Friday at hashtag on our Instagram, Trivia Club CA on Instagram. So keep an eye out for this bow tie this Friday. Hopefully, if you're going out, you're wearing either bow ties. I mean, that's always an option. Or wearing that mask. Remember, keep yourself safe, keep others safe, and as always, just normalize the idea of wearing masks. It should be normal, but it's not always. But I mean, it's very safe. So keep up the good work. Speaking of keeping those at high risk as safe as possible, cystic fibrosis is something that affects 4,000 Canadians and even more Americans. And if you want to learn more about cystic fibrosis and what you can do to help those with CF, you can go to Cystic Fibrosis Canada's website at cysticfibrosis.ca. You can just educate yourself on the condition? Yeah. Or you can learn how to donate there as well. Tonight is 20 questions of trivia goodness. Yes, we're going to start with some classic pub-style trivia, jump into some game show games, end with the Trivia Royale, as we're wont to do from the Trivia Clubhouse. All you need is a pen and a piece of paper to write down those answers on. I won't be able to interact with the teams as I usually like to in our live events, so let us know your team name in the live chat or in the comment section. You can always talk amongst yourselves, as always, or ultimately, you can yell at me when you need a question repeated as well. Otherwise, be great to hear from you. Great to see you. At the end of every trivia, we do something called I Built a VCR, which is a Trivia Club anagram, because I Built a VCR is an anagram for Trivia Club. Last week's Trivia Club anagram, your I Built a VCR, was Arms, Burps, Shoes. We were looking for a video game, even a video game series, in Arms, Burps, Shoes. With that, you could find Super Smash Brothers, or Super Smash Bros, as they say. Oh, that's your Arms, Burps, Shoes, Super Smash Bros. That's what you could have used for some bonus trivia or a tiebreaker if you wanted to. A tiebreaker to win that golden VHS. It's the golden VHS that you can take home in your imagination, in your mind's eye, however you want to do it. We won't be able to ship one out to you. We're not CBC's Day 6. There is no tote bags to send in the mail. No, but there would just be too much mail. That's what I'm saying. Also, referencing CBC radio is a big swing. But if you want, enjoy that golden VHS, whatever one you want to win tonight, use that as your motivation to get as many points as possible. You can follow Trivia Club on triviaclub.ca. All our information for Trivia Club is there. We're also on Twitter, Facebook. We're on youtube.com/Trivia Club. You're here right now, so you found us. There's also Trivia Club CA on Instagram. If you can see that Trivia Club logo, you know the one. Then you can find Trivia Club on your social medias. There's only 3 cardinal rules when it comes to Trivia Club. So before we get started, I'll let you know what they are. Be smarter than that internet connection. No Googling any answers. No finding them any other way, asking Jeeves, however you want to do it. If you're cheating to find those answers, you're only really cheating yourself anyway. Don't post the answers in the live chat either. Keep that competitive spirit sharp. Keep those answers out of the live chat. And the only other rule of Trivia Club is tell everybody about Trivia Club. It's appreciated very much. Thank you. Alrighty. Without much further to say or do, I'll say hello to Cookie Faced. Hello, Cookie Faced. Also, hello to the Hillbilly Polka Turtle team. Well done. Some newcomers. Alrighty. Let's jump into it, shall we? Trivia Club at home Write down your answers on your sheets as we go along. I'll give you those answers for points after I've given you all 20. Remember, keep those answers out of that chat. Here we go. Question number 1. It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. A contemplative moment for Nathan Apodaca, posted on TikTok as 420 Dogface 208, saw the member of the Wind River Reservation singing along to this Fleetwood Mac song while skateboarding on the highway and drinking a large bottle of ocean spray. Yes, the short, serene clip has already changed his life in less than 2 weeks. It's pretty amazing. It's a nice positive note for the year. Once again, a contemplative moment for Nathan Apodaca, posted on TikTok. That's the one I mispronounced. Posted on TikTok as 420 Dogface 208, saw the member of the Wind River Reservation singing along to this Fleetwood Mac song while skateboarding on the highway and drinking a large bottle of ocean spray. And I will drink from my Trivia Club mug. Question number 2 now. Cartoonimals. We're going to ask you about some cartoonimals. So question number 2, what carnivorous marsupial made his Looney Tunes debut in a 1954 Bugs Bunny cartoon? Once again, yes, name the carnivorous marsupial that made his Looney Tunes debut in a 1954 Bugs Bunny cartoon. That's that question number 2. Question number 3, you will never walk alone. So, for what musical did Rodgers and Hammerstein write If I Loved You and the song You'll Never Walk Alone, which has become a British soccer, or specifically Liverpool, staple? Once again, for what musical did Rodgers and Hammerstein write If I Loved You and You'll Never Walk Alone? That's that question number 3. And now question number 4, we're going to ask you to connect for the point here. What's the connection between the answers of questions 2 and 3? Once again, there's a connection between the answers of 2 and 3. If you can tell me that connection, free of context from the question, if you can tell me that connection, you'll get a point for question number 4. Question number 2, once again, what carnivorous marsupial made his Looney Tunes debut in a 1954 Bugs Bunny cartoon? And question number 3, for what musical did Rodgers and Hammerstein write If I Loved You and You'll Never Walk Alone? You might recognize You'll Never Walk Alone from Liverpool football games. Yes, question number 4, what's the connection between the answers of 2 and 3? Free of context from the questions, but those answers do have a connection for that question number 4 point. Question number 5, it is best known for. So for question number 5, you tell me the 4 movies, in this case, the 4 movies that according to the Internet Movie Database.com and its algorithm that the following actor is quote-unquote known for? So according to that imdb.com, what are the 4 movies that Lindsay Lohan is known for? Lindsay Lohan. According to imdb.com, what are the 4 movies that she is known for? I'll give you a minute or two, of course, to come up with that answer. No rushing through that one. And these are the 4 movies in the known for section of imdb.com. So it could be awards movies, it could be box office movies, it could be just notable, notorious. Any way you want to look at it for that imdb.com, that best known for question. Those 4 movies that Lindsay Lohan is known for. Question number 6. Now name that commish. So question number 6. The NBA championship trophy, named after this former commissioner of the NBA, was won by the Los Angeles Lakers for a record-tying 17th time this past Sunday. So once again, over the weekend, the Los Angeles Lakers won their record-tying 17th NBA championship. The championship trophy is named after this former commissioner of the NBA. Question number 7, bracket breakers. So, for question number 7, what honor did Katmai National Park, a national park in the U.S., National Park and Preserve, award to Bear 747, also known as Bear Force One, the Bear plane, the Boeing Boulder, this past week? So once again, yes, what honor did Katmai National Park and Preserve award to Bear 747, also known as Bear Force One, the Bear plane, and the Boeing Boulder this past week? Question number 8 now is an audio clue. This audio clue is an 8-bit by bit audio clue. Yes, indeed. Question number 8, back again, bit by bit. We're going to play a chip-tune version of a song. So something that sounds like an old Nintendo game or an old flip phone, something old. It'll be blipping and blopping, but it'll sound like a popular song. So you name that popular song that has been chip-tuned, and name the musical act responsible for that original song. Here we go. Your question number 8, name this song, name the musical act responsible for it, and... That is your question number 8, that bit by bit. Name that song, name the musical act responsible for that song. Alrighty. 2 possible points to be won on that audio clue. Question number 9. It's time to tag the line. Tag the line time. You name the movie from this movie poster tagline. The movie poster tagline, help is only 140 million miles away. Once again, help is only 140 million miles away. Question number 10 now is our first game show game of the night. This game show game is called Survey Says. Survey Says is Trivia Club's spin on the Family Feud. We're going to ask you an actual Family Feud survey question, and you tell us what you think the number one answer is. The actual number one answer is as per 100 Americans surveyed. So both take your best guess and take your best guess at their best guess. Or Survey Says question, name a famous Chuck. Name a famous Chuck. Name a famous Chuck. That is your Survey Says question. At question number 10. There's 5 possible points to be won if you guess the actual number one answer on this Survey Says. In naming a famous Chuck. Question number 11. We're asking for word perfect on this one. So, at question number 11. What physical property did George McFly accidentally call himself in the movie Back to the Future when talking to Lorraine about destiny? Once again, yes, what physical property did George McFly accidentally call himself in the movie Back to the Future when talking to Lorraine about destiny? Question number 11, yes, was word perfect. Question number 12 is a friend by any other name. Is a friend by any other name still crabby? So what is the name of Ariel's crab friend in the Disney animated classic, The Little Mermaid? Once again, yes, give me the name of Ariel's crab friend in the Disney classic, The Little Mermaid. That was your question number 12. Question number 13. I have to ask you to console yourself. Console yourself. The first Sonic the Hedgehog video game released in North America, was made for what 16-bit video game console? As the first Sonic the Hedgehog video game released in North America, was made for what 16-bit video game console? Question number 14. Question number 14 now. It's all about that boom shakalaka. So, staying in that video game world and also returning to the sports world, what 1993 basketball arcade game featured the phrases boom shakalaka and he's on fire, which were paired with the ball literally catching on fire? Once again, what 1993 basketball arcade game featured the phrases boom shakalaka and he's on fire, which was paired with the ball literally catching on fire? It was a very fun game. Very fun. That's your question number 14. Question number 15 is our second game show game of the night. This one's called Countdown Takedown. This game show game, we're going to play it with Price is Right rules, but with a bit of a twist. I'm going to ask you a question with a number for an answer. And for that number, you want to get as close as you can without going over. If you're even one over, that is 0 points. But if you're right on, that is 5 big points. You can still get 2 points if you're 25% within 25% of the actual number without going over. And if you're outside of that percentage point, though, that's 0 points once again. So try to stay in range. Try to get as close as you can without going over. That range, that percentage range, helps you not do the $1 bob. You know what? The Price is Right. So question number 15, our countdown takedown question. In simple times, it was once the answer to what's the worst thing Facebook has done to American society? After 11 years, Farmville is closing up shop on Facebook, launched in 2009 and shared countlessly by your friends and family. The game that basically invented the concept of the viral Facebook game peaked at this number of million monthly active users, a number less than 100 million, in its first year. So once again, after 11 years, Farmville is closing up shop on Facebook, launched in 2009, and basically inventing the concept of a viral Facebook game. Farmville peaked at this number of million monthly active users. Number is less than 100 million in its first year. Question number 16. It's a wicked read. So, this wicked read. Wicked read, bro. The dark fantasy novel, Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury, is taken from a line in, or the title of that novel, Something Wicked This Way Comes, is taken from a line in which William Shakespeare work? Let's name that William Shakespeare play, that Shakespeare play that has the line, Something Wicked This Way Comes. It's also the title of a influential dark fantasy novel by Ray Bradbury. That's that question number 16. Question number 17 is called It Stinks. It Stinks. I'm going to give you the bad review from a notable critic, and you tell me the movie that is generally thought of as a good movie. Your opinion might vary, but I think it's a good movie. So, for question number 17, It Stinks. Janet Maslin of the New York Times wrote, "Its jokes, characters, and storylines are as wispy as the ghosts themselves, and a good deal less substantial. One of the stars would even be more welcome if his talents were used in the service of something genuinely witty and coherent, rather than as an end in themselves." Once again, Janet Maslin of the New York Times wrote, "Its jokes, characters, and storyline are as wispy as the jokes themselves, and a good deal less substantial. One of the stars would even be more welcome if his talents were used in the service of something genuinely witty and coherent, rather than as an end in themselves." Name that movie. It's generally thought of as a good movie, even in spite of this bad review. Question number 18, we're going to step away from pop culture and into the world of geography. So your question number 18, we call it Give Me Space. So that question number 18, what is the smallest country by area that borders the country of Peru? What is the smallest country by area that borders the country of Peru? I'll give you another couple of seconds to think of that geography question, since it is a curveball in our usual pop culture laden trivia night. Question number 19. It's another edition of 19 word hints for 19-letter movie titles. So this 19-word hint for a 19-letter movie title. Question number 19. Crusading reporters Woodward and Bernstein dig through the murk surrounding Nixon's misdeeds, searching for the truth about Watergate. Once again, crusading reporters Woodward and Bernstein dig through the murk surrounding Nixon's misdeeds, searching for the truth about Watergate. Before I give you your question number 20, that Trivia Royale, are there any questions I can repeat or clarify with the art of repetition? Let me know. For question number 19, name that movie. Question number 19, name that movie. So, everything's on 19. I'm in good company then. So name this movie that has a 19-letter title from this 19-word hint. Here we go. That question number 19. Crusading reporters Woodward and Bernstein dig through the murk surrounding Nixon's misdeeds, searching for the truth about Watergate. Name that movie for question number 19. Question number 7, once again. All righty, here we go. Here's your question number 7. It was a bracket breaker of a question. We ask you to tell us what was the honor that Katmai National Park and Preserve awarded to Bear 747 this past week. Bear 747 is also known as Bear Force One, the Bearplane, and the Boeing Boulder. Question number 8. That bit by bit question once again. Here's that audio clue for you. That's that question number 8. Hopefully that was at least slightly better audio for you on that one. Alrighty, question number, I'll do 11, 17, and 18. All right, so question number 11, that word perfect question. So question number 11, what physical property did George McFly accidentally call himself in the movie Back to the Future when talking to Lorraine about destiny? Question number 17, it stinks. So I give you the bad review. You name that movie that is generally thought of as a good movie. Janet Maslin of the New York Times wrote about this movie, its jokes, characters, and storyline are as wispy as the ghosts themselves, and a good deal less substantial. One of the stars would be even more welcome if his talents were used in the service of something genuinely witty and coherent, rather than an end in themselves. And question number 18, give me space. What is the smallest country by area that borders Peru? All right, those are the repeated questions. Anything else that I can repeat or clarify? As any potential are coming in, we're going to jump into that question number 20, that Trivia Royale. So for that Trivia Royale, as always, you'll have 5 minutes to give me any 10 of the upcoming field of questions, of possibilities, that is. 10 possible points to be won. Let's see. Yes. There you are. Timer is set. 5 minutes on the board. By the board, I mean the phone. So, 5 minutes. With the NBA season finally concluding within its bubble, we should all celebrate that the equally successful WNBA bubble also went off without a hitch. Good job to everyone involved. So, speaking of the WNBA, that Women's National Basketball Association, name any 10 of the 12 WNBA teams for a point each. Any 10 of the 12 for a point each, half a point for the correct locations and team name. So half a point each for location and team name. 10 possible points total to be won. As the NBA season was successful after some 356 days of basketball. WNBA season was a little shorter, but their bubble was just as successful. And they certainly made the most of their opportunity to speak out about the social injustices that happened and continue to happen while they were in that bubble. So name any 10 of the 12 WNBA teams for a point each. Half a point for the correct locations and team names specifically. So I'll give you a little bit of leeway there too. 4 minutes remaining on that Trivia Royale, like 4:10. 4 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. Make sure to fill out any other blanks that you might have as you're putting together your Trivia Royale as well. And these are currently active, the currently active 12 WNBA teams. Three minutes and 30 seconds. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Still on that board. I'm going to get more water for the trivia mug. Let me know if you need anything. Do you want more water? Okay. Welcome. Oh, hello. I'm wearing jeans tonight. 2.5 minutes still remaining. 2:32, 2:31. Could be a tougher Trivia Royale tonight, admittedly, depending on your knowledge of women's basketball, at least in the United States. Is with 2 minutes remaining. Finalize any more answers that you might have or any other blank spots that you might have in your answer sheet. Anything from 1 to 20. Because it's a point for the location of that team, point for the name of the team or a nickname, full point for the full name. Name any 10 of the 12 WNBA teams. One minute and 11 seconds remaining. 1, 1, 1. And counting down already. It's just the forward march of time for you. If you have the time to doodle, enjoy some doodling. That's the important part of trivia as well. It's instrumental. After this time is up, we'll be marking our papers, marking our peers' papers if we want to. If we're able to, if your cat has not run away, make them mark your paper. I mean, because they could mark your paper, but not in the way you'd want to. Cats are unpredictable. 20 seconds remaining on that board. I'll hold it up for you so you can follow along on that final countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep, beep, beep. That is time for that Trivia Royale. Finalize any question you need to because it's time to mark those papers. Mark your papers, mark your peers' papers. Switch hands and mark it with your non-dominant hand if you'd like. All right, here we go. Your Trivia Club live from home, from my home, the Trivia Club home. Here we go, your answers. It's only right that you should play the way you feel it for question number 1. So Nathan Apodaca, known on TikTok as 420 Dogface 208, sang along to which Fleetwood Mac song while skateboarding down the highway or down an off-ramp, it looked like, on that highway, drinking a large bottle of ocean spray. It was a contemplative. It was a short, serene clip that was a little bit of lightness. I would be singing along to and helping people rediscover for a new generation, Dreams. Dreams. Fitting song. And Dreams also helped him discover dreams he didn't have. I don't know. It changes his life, certainly. New truck, more ocean spray, more and more and more. It's great to see. Cartoonimals. Question number 2. What carnivorous marsupial made his Looney Tunes debut in a 1954 Bugs Bunny cartoon? That'd be the Tasmanian devil. Tasmanian devil. And question number 3. For what musical did Rodgers and Hammerstein write If I Loved You and You'll Never Walk Alone? Walk on for Carousel. Carousel. So what's the connection between Carousel and the Tasmanian devil? Question number 4, the connection is they both spin. Like a record, baby, right round. They both spin. Spinning carousels, spinning Tasmanian devil. A cartoon one, at least. Question number 4. Connecting for... Oh, yeah. They both spin. Question number 5. Best known for... I see what I did there. So according to imdb.com and its algorithm, what are the 4 movies that Lindsay Lohan is known for? For a point each, that is The Parent Trap for a point. Mean Girls for a second point. Freaky Friday for a third point. And I Know Who Killed Me. It was her last notorious movie. Latest. Maybe not the most recent, but last starring role. I don't know how we want to say that, but of those 4, that was the notorious one. So I Know Who Killed Me for a point, Freaky Friday for a point, Mean Girls for a point, and The Parent Trap for a point. Nancy Meyers directed The Parent Trap. Yeah. Question number 6. Name that commish. So, which NBA commissioner is the NBA championship trophy named after? It was won for the 17th time by the Los Angeles Lakers, helping them tie the Boston Celtics this past Sunday. It is named after the commissioner Larry O'Brien, or Larry O.B. But I'll have to say Larry O'Brien for the point. Question number 17, bracket breaker. What honor was awarded to, or rewarded by, the Katmai National Park and Preserve to Bear 747, also known as Bear Force One, the Bear Plane, and the Boeing Boulder this past week? That would be the Fattest Bear Award for Fat Bear Week, also except Fat Bear Week champion. But we're looking for Fattest Bear, so give yourself a point for that one. It's an annual competition that if you have not found out about, enjoy it. You can look back on the most recent ones or just enjoy seeing Fat Bears next. I think it's like September, October, the end of the season. Question number 6, I'll give half a point for O'Brien. Looking for that full Larry O'Brien, but O'Brien will get you half a point. Question number 8 now, bit by bit. That chiptune was a chipified 8-bit version of The Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel. This is The Sound of Silence for a point, Simon and Garfunkel for a second point. That's the crescendo at the end of the song, not the quiet, nearly silent part at the start of the song, admittedly. Question number 9 now. Tag the line. Help is only 140 million miles away. This one is notable for this week, where if you're looking east, depending on where you are and how cloudy it is, you can see Mars. It's very bright. This is The Martian. The Martian for a point. And yes, enjoy Mars in the eastern sky. I think it's brightest at midnight tonight. So we'll be enjoying that too, as long as it's not cloudy. It's the bright orange dot. Oh, and well done to my nephew who got The Sound of Silence. A cultured kid. Well done, Isaac. Question number 10 now. Survey says, name the famous Chuck. Name the famous Chuck. For this survey says question. There's 5 possible answers that will get you points. So I'll give you the 1-point answer first and then lead up to the 5-point answer. So 1 point if you got a passing grade on this one. I will say if you got a point on this too, you're not Public Enemy, no matter what he says. That is Chuck D. Chuck D. Look for D. Two points if you sniffed out the cheese on this one. You're no rat in my eyes. No. You can really play the game, the arcade games. Something about pizza as well. Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese. The fictional Chuck in this top 5. On this 5 possible answers. 3 points if your number 1 guess was a shoe that fit. Real shoe that fit. I mean, it's a star answer. That'd be Chuck Taylor. Chuck Taylor. Something I could also have made a converse convex joke, concave, but I think I made the good jokes. All right. Speaking of, hopefully I make a good joke on this one. 4 points for this sweet answer. Yes, indeed. Because I mean, the sweeter the berry, etc. Chuck Berry. Hey, Chuck, it's your cousin, Marvin Berry. If you're looking for points, listen to this. It's Chuck Berry. Also, that's a Back to the Future joke. Back to the Future's coming up next. Alrighty, and for 5 possible points, this answer really kicked it up a notch. Really lived up to the legend. That would be Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris. Has a long walk to a Texas Ranger on that one, but Chuck Norris. So once again, 5 points for Chuck Norris, 4 points for Chuck Berry, 3 points for Chuck Taylor, 2 points for Chuck E. Cheese, and 1 point for Chuck D. Number 11 now, your word perfect answer in that Back to the Future world. What physical property did George McFly accidentally call himself in the movie Back to the Future when talking to Lorraine about destiny? Lorraine, I'm your density. Huh? Yeah, well, you and me, we're density. It's destiny. Destiny, yes. Density. That's what he was saying when he was trying to say destiny. Question number 12. A friend by any other name. Would they be so crabby? So, what is the name of Ariel's crab friend in the Disney classic, The Little Mermaid? That'd be Sebastian. Sebastian the crab. Not to be confused with Flounder, the flounder. Question number 13. Console yourself. The first Sonic the Hedgehog game released in North America was made for what 16-bit video game console? That would be the Sega Genesis. A Sega Genesis, yes. Sega's answer to Nintendo's Mario, Sonic the Hedgehog. First debuted on Sega Genesis in North America. Question number 14, staying in that video game and re-entering into the sports world. What 1993 basketball arcade game featured the phrases "boom shakalaka" and "he's on fire" as the ball literally caught on fire and made the net and, the surrounding players, I'm sure, also catch on fire? That'd be the video game NBA Jam. Let's see, for question number 13, console yourself. I'll give you half points for Sega. So we're looking for the 16-bit version of Sega, the Sega Genesis, for that full point. But half a point for Sega. $14 was NBA Jam. 15, in the simpler times when the answer for what's the worst thing Facebook has ever done to American society could be Farmville. Yes, Farmville was once the first, or the game that invented the concept of viral Facebook game. It peaked in popularity in its first year with how many million active users? A number less than 100. Can I get a drum roll on that Farmville user base? Farmville had 73 million monthly active users at one point. Farmville with 73 million monthly active users. So if you said 73, that is 5 points on the dot. 5 points. If your number is anywhere between 72 and 55, that is still 2 solid points. 2 good points. Oh, nicely done. And if it's 54 and lower, unfortunately 0 points, or 74 and higher, also unfortunately 0 points. Question number 16. This is a wicked read. So, the dark fantasy novel Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. The title is taken from a line in which William Shakespeare work? That would be the Scottish play Macbeth. I can say Macbeth here because the Trivia Clubhouse is not an active theater space. It's just my living room. It's just the living room, yeah. So we're safe. Yes, question number 16, our answer is Macbeth. Question number 17, It Stinks. So this bad review for what I think is a good movie and what is generally thought of as a good movie. Its jokes, characters, and storylines are as wispy as the ghosts themselves and a good deal less substantial. And one of the stars, a Mr. Murray, would even be more welcome if his talents were used in the service of something genuinely witty and coherent, rather than as an ends in themselves. That would be Ghostbusters. Da-da-da-da-da-da. 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 Ghostbusters. Answer question number 17. Question number 18. Give me some space on this one. So, question number 18. Oh, just a second. What is the smallest country by area that borders Peru? That would be Ecuador. Ecuador. Question number 19. Question number 19. 19-word hints for a 19-letter movie title. Name that movie from these 19 hints. Crusading reporters Woodward and Bernstein dig through the murk surrounding Nixon's misdeeds, searching for the truth about Watergate. That is in the movie All the President's Men. All the President's Men. Alrighty, now your question number 20, that Trivia Royale. For a point each. Half a point for the city, half a point for the location, and half a point for the team name. So that Trivia Royale for those WNBA teams, we asked you to name any 10 of the 12 in alphabetical order. The Atlanta Dream, or I guess in alphabetical order per conference. So the Atlanta Dream, Chicago Sky, Connecticut Sun, Indiana Fever, New York Liberty, and Washington Mystics, and your West Coast teams, the Dallas Wings, the Las Vegas Aces, who were in the final this year, the Los Angeles Sparks, the Minnesota Lynx, the Phoenix Mercury, and the WNBA champions for the fourth time, the Seattle Storm. Seattle Storm. Welcome. Doing a little bit of marking. So, once again, Atlanta Dream, Chicago Sky, Connecticut Sun, Indiana Fever, New York Liberty, Washington Mystics, Dallas Wings, Las Vegas Aces, Los Angeles Sparks, Minnesota Lynx, Phoenix Mercury, and Seattle Storm. Add up your points. Let us know what you got in total. Let us know if I can, if I need to confirm anything on your end as well. But yes, let us know what your score is to end the night. Oh, point for the full name, half a point for, say, Seattle, another half for Storm. So, yeah, a point for the full team name on that Trivia Royale, half a point for, yeah, each part of it. Thank you. Once you add up those points, yes, let us know your team name and your point total in the live chat. Once there's a few coming in, I'll start reading out our teams and our totals as well. Let's see here. And as we're waiting for those to come in, thank you all once again for joining in, for playing along live from the Trivia Clubhouse. Thank you for being a part of Trivia Club, as always. Here's that bonus bit of trivia, that tiebreaker, if needed. Our I Built a VCR for this week. I Built a VCR being an anagram for Trivia Club. Here's that anagram question. So find the popular Netflix show in the following anagram. That anagram with the title of a popular Netflix show in it is Mirthful Hootenanny Bag. Mirthful Hootenanny Bag. I'm going to type that for you as well. Full Hootenanny Bag. Find that popular Netflix show in that following anagram. All right. Let's see how we did. So 28.5 points for Down Bada Bay. Well done. Great job, everybody. Go team. Lord and Lady of Asquith, 27 points. Another good family score. Good job. $20 points for F. Billy Zane. Well done. Well done. 27 points for the Fighting Mongooses, who admittedly know very little about the WNBA, but still a good score. 20 points for the Questionables, another team above that 20-point or at or above that 20-point range. 29.5 for Cookie Face, our new top mark of the night so far. 29.5 for Cookie Faced. 16.5 for your producer and mine. Great job, honey.
Thank you.
Also someone who admittedly knows a little about the WNBA, but gave it a go. All 10. 33 for Too Fast, Too Curious, who now have that top spot so far tonight. 15.5 for the Buddyless Travelers. I'm guessing WNBA once again, but another good score. Well done. Team Uno Persona, wine and trivia. Not a good idea. But thanks for joining in. Also a longer than usual team name, but I like it. 24.5 for Rince Pubis. I think, yes. 24.5 for the Hillbilly Polka Turtle. Also a great username. Welcome on. Great to have you. 21 points for the Hot Boys. Good job. 28 for the Cunning Stunts. I think the second highest or third highest so far. And I didn't miss anybody. It went 31.5 points for Das Elektris Chaos. Yeah, well done. 31.5, another strong score, the second highest of the night. Just well done to the Too Fast, Too Curious with 33 on that. Important for tonight. WNBA knowledge pushing you through. 40 out of 41 possible points tonight. 41 possible points. Good job, all. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. Thank you all for taking part in Trivia Club live from the Trivia Clubhouse. Once again, we'll be back for more trivia on October 20th. So do join in then. Find out more trivia and see some weekly trivia questions that are popping up that I'm putting up on the Trivia Club Instagram page as well. If you follow us at Trivia Club CA, I'll be doing, the plan is, for 3 questions a week that you'll be able to guess along at home or try to remember from prior trivia nights, as so far they'll be coming from at least weeks ago. Hopefully I'll make it that work. Weeks ago, if not months ago, trivia nights. See what you remember if it's not new to you. So thank you all. Great to see everybody again. Great to have everyone join in. Hopefully you're doing well, staying safe. Because the winner tonight is everyone who stayed safe, stayed in, or if they went out, wore a mask and washed their hands, did all the responsible things that really we should know to do after 7-8 months heading into the new year. So, and yes, indeed, the first trivia victory for Too Fast, Too Curious. Well done, everyone. Well done. The German that Matt's playing with is getting into my mind. Without much further to say or do, let's say the same thing we do at the end of every trivia club, shall we? So join in with me and say, remember, it's not what you know, it's what you learn along the way.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Mwah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. I love you.
I love you.
Thank you. See you soon.